Alright, well, I'll put this down before I drop it. Anyways, what's up guys, I'm Rich, welcome back to the channel. One of the first things I noticed about this MacBook was how smooth the corners are. I mean, it just feels really nice in the hand and it's pretty evenly balanced. It's 2 inches bigger, you know, that's a good thing. Seeing it and actually using it in person makes me feel like a proud American. You know, bigger is better. So much so that I kind of thought about, you know, where was this 15-inch MacBook all along? Why didn't we just get this last year? Or why didn't we get this like 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago? I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of good things about this laptop I want to talk about in this video. Everything from the build quality, the screen, the keyboard, speakers, the trackpad, all that good stuff. I know you guys really want to hear about that. Not too much on the M2 chip. I already did a video performance on that. You can watch my video right up here. But yeah, I mean, I'll take a guess, you know, where I think this laptop has been all this time, and if I think it's worth going for the bigger 15-inch version versus the regular 13-inch. So let's, you know, dive right into it. So the display is going to be the main point of attraction for the new 15-inch Air. The bezels are as thin as ever. You know, we love to see that dearly beloved notch. You know, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. I have personally always loved that notch. Unpopular opinion. I mean, like when you full screen a window, the menu bar will just kind of blend in with the top of the notch. The subtle things like this makes me look at this laptop a little bit more premium than it is, and it should be that way. You know, the 15-inch screen is kind of like a breath of fresh air. You can fit more apps on the menu dock. You can, I really don't like saying this, but more screen estate. Whoa. You know, for whatever needs. Pictures and videos look much bigger in here. They're much more grander. A lot of people come to know this as the MacBook Air, but just bigger, and it makes a statement. But yeah, I think it's worth it. You know, I won't be surprised if this becomes Apple's best-selling MacBook Air yet. You get a lot of value here. I think they've been holding the release of this for quite a while. The maximum 500 nits peaks of brightness of the screen makes for working on this laptop outside very durable. It's freaking bright no matter where you go. I was able to use this computer on a very sunny day. You know, I'm talking like the sun's laser beams just hitting directly down on my screen. Like I said, it is doable. It's not gonna be too bright, but I find myself, you know, at home in my bedroom with the lights turned off. This screen kind of pierces my eyes sometimes, so you gotta, you know, turn the brightness down a little bit. It's got that really great anti-glare Super Retina display. You know, everything just looks nice on this. The 15-inch build quality is very nice too. It's sturdy. The Apple commercial showed it stacking a bunch of books on it, and, you know, someone carrying it. I put a Red Bull and a drill and a water bottle on it. I was holding it with like one hand. You can use it like kind of like a lunch tray or something if you really wish to. I mean, that just goes to show how sturdy this thing is. It feels light coming in at 3.3 pounds. It doesn't weigh the backpack down at all. And yes, those rounded corners makes for, you know, putting this in and out of the backpack very nice and smooth. I just feel so graceful, you know, just moving it. It fits in and out easily. It's smooth. So hey, good check mark in the build quality department. They definitely nailed it down. It feels freaking great. The keyboard doesn't bend too much. I had to get used to typing on a bigger keyboard. I did feel a teeny bit slower compared to maybe the 13-inch M2 or M1 MacBook Air. That's just, you know, because of the larger space and the larger trackpad. No speakers on either sides. This kind of looks a little bit weird at first because, you know, just got a block of just metal standing right there. They put the speakers on the back. It's just tucked behind the screen right here. Apple did say that they're rocking a 6-speaker setup. That's 2 more than the regular 13-inch model. Hey, it's louder for sure. I was able to have this MacBook kind of play at full volume and just kind of fill my bedroom to the point where I actually had to start talking louder. And then when I moved over to my living room, you know, it filled it up pretty well. I mean, people are vibing with it. I was able to cook food, fry some stuff, and have this play in the back. The bass feels really nice and solid on it. There's no stinning, there's no screeching. I didn't hear anything like that. And I will say I quite enjoyed it. So, where was this? I mean, I think this is the laptop to buy if you don't mind spending the extra 200 bucks. In fact, I would actually save the money to go for this version instead. I feel like it's just kind of like a nicer treat with everything I just mentioned in this video. In hindsight now, I think it was a very good business move for Apple to release some 15-inch MacBook now because, you know, they're giving some more relevancy to the MacBook Air as kind of spreading out their worth for another extra year. I mean, if they release this 15-inch along with the 13-inch Air and all that stuff like all last year, I think consumers like you and I would have a hard time kind of choosing, you know, which version, which chip, which size and all that. So smart business move for Apple to drop it off right now. They want to keep it relevant. So, and this also kind of fills the gap with the 16-inch MacBook Pros. I mean, that costs upwards like $1,600 and up. With this one, you do get a standard 10-core chip, and the GPU is going to be really good for photo and video editing, Blender, any AutoCAD, graphic design stuff. You're going to need the graphics memory. It's going to be there. But yeah, I think the 15-inch MacBook Air speaks to me as one of the best ways for people who weren't in the world of Macs before yet to get into it now. I think it's a classic move for Apple to extend the lineup of their products as long as possible and make it as confusing as always. But could it be too big? I don't think so. I think 15-inch here is actually the perfect spot. It doesn't feel clunky or as big as other 15-inch laptops. Like I said, they did a very good job keeping it slim. I find myself like, you know, being able to use this with like one hand, bringing it, you know, back and forth throughout the house, you know, kind of just holding it pretty gracefully, like I said. So yeah, the only reason I would get the 13-inch model instead is if I'm trying to go for like ultra compactness. I want something really small and personal, but at the end of the day, I think I would choose and go for the 15-inch version. This one's just nicer to use, especially if you're gonna be dailying this thing. They're gonna sell a lot of these, I'm sure of it. But yes, tell me what you guys think of the 15-inch Air. Are you looking at getting it? Is this something that you are saving up for? How do you think this compares to the previous models? Do you think this was a move from Apple to kind of extend and hold on to this version and release it now? I think this is a great way for people to get into MacBooks. I can't tell you how many times I heard a lot of people say, you know, where's the 15-inch Air? You know, I like the MacBook Air, but I kind of want something bigger. I don't want the Pro. You know, all this type of stuff I hear all the time. But yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to comment that down below. Let me know what you think. Give me a like and hit that please subscribe button for me. Okay, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys did. But until the next one, guys, I'll see you then.